Hello everyone, and a happy Thursday. I hope you've all had a really great week. I know it's been a couple weeks since we've been together. Last week was my birthday week, so it was really great to have the time off and relax and just have some fun. So funny story, I'm looking in the camera so I can see myself and your comments. So today I went shopping for light bulbs because we had quite a few out around the house. So I bought some that were, what did they call them? It was vibrant daylight. So I don't know if you can tell the difference. Over on this side it's like really bright, and over here it's kind of that yellow, that yellow color. So it's pretty bright on one side of my craft room. So I'm gonna have to buy some more light bulbs to fix the other side. And then I have a new setup. I don't know if you saw my birthday, I got a brand new desk. It's a sit stand, so it goes up and down. I'm so excited for it. I've used it so much already. I love it. The only thing is that it's not quite as wide. I think I lost about, 6 to 8 inches, and that 6 to 8 inches makes a big difference. So I was setting up tonight and I'm like running out of space. So hopefully my presentation will be just fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Anyway, so let's get to it. Right now we have 20% off the two-tone cardstock. Sale ends tomorrow. It was only like a 3-day sale. If you remember, 2 weeks ago I showed you that wonderful sunflower embossing folder, and we used some of that two-tone cardstock where you can like sand off part of it, kind of make it that that roughed up look. It's also one side is lighter than the other. One side's light, one side's dark, and it's in all the colors. It's 12 by 12 paper. It's in all the colors. It's not quite as thick as cardstock, but not as thin as DSP, if that makes sense. So it's really nice paper, so grab some right now. It's 20% off. The sale ends tomorrow. I had bought a couple of colors, unfortunately, before it went on sale. Excuse me. But I think I might actually place another order because it's really nice to have that paper around. It's not just for scrapbooking. You can use it for card making. It's wonderful. Hey, Mom. So other news, the virtual album retreat, that starts next week. I've been talking about this one for like a month or so. It is a little costly. It's $250, but you get the whole kit shipped to you. It is a 2-page spread for every month of the year, so it's 12 2-page spreads, 24 pages. Everything is cut and packaged for you. There's also a Facebook group that the videos will be held in, so they will send you an email with a link to join that Facebook group. I think it's going to be really awesome, and you can go back and watch the videos if you can't join live. I plan to try and join live at least like the first day or two. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it on Friday, but I think it's going to be good. It's a good value too, so you get lots of stuff. There's actually like 4 sheets of stamps, like photopolymer stamps. All the pieces are cut for you. There's lots of stuff in there, so I think it's a great idea. If you're new to scrapbooking, it's great, and even if you're a novice scrapbooker, I think it's great too, because then you can get like a whole year's worth of scrapbook pages done. Let's see, next Friday night I am doing the market out in Avondale again. I did one last month. It was really great. Lots of kids. It's at a sports center where there's lots of volleyball, there's some basketball, a little bit of soccer, but mostly volleyball is big right now. So lots of teams playing, kids teams. But it was good. It was a really good market. I enjoyed it. If you happen to be on that side of town, if you want to brave going through the the crowds of kids, there's lots of other vendors there. I shouldn't say lots. There's probably about a dozen or so vendors. all selling all different kinds of things. So it was a really good market. So I'll be out there next Friday night. And then next Saturday, the 19th, is scrapbooking day. And it's not just for scrapbooking. If you have projects that you want to work on, if you want to come and buy a couple of my kits and just sit and make cards and socialize, next Saturday, it's from 9:30 till 4. It's $10. The $10 goes towards lunch. I'll make some yummy lunch. But I provide the space for you. If you just want to come and just die cut shapes all day long so you can use them on cards, you're more than welcome to do that. You have the use of my stamps, my ink, my dies, my punches. So it's a fun day to just kind of set aside to just craft all day and get some projects done. Or you could do scrapbooking all day too. So I think that's it. We had a new round of online exclusives come out last week. Last week, actually on my birthday on July 1st. So we had 2 new kits come out, the birthday kit, and then we had one for Halloween treats. And then there were a bunch of stamp sets. We had some Christmas stuff come out, and quite a few other things. So the one that I'm going to work on tonight, it's the Floral Charm Suite. I did not buy the stamp set and the dies, but I think I bought everything else in that suite: paper, embellishments, and ribbon. And you can create wonderful things even though you don't need to buy the stamp set. You don't have to buy the whole suite. So I'm going to show you that. And I thought I'd make a cute, simple gift card holder too. So I'm going to point you down. Hold on one second. All right. Get you set up here. My buttons are sticking. Here we go. There we go. Let's see, I have a glare from my lamp. All right. Like I said, new setup. I lost like 6 inches or so going this way. So I hope that my I'm set up properly. This is the first time that I'm doing this with my new setup. So hopefully all is good. All right, so since these are online exclusives, I don't have like the catalog to show you. So I did print out the things that are in the suite. It's not a great picture. That's what happens when you have to copy and paste. But the Floral Charm Suite, it does have stamp, dies, paper, embellishments, and ribbon. If you buy the whole suite, it's $86. And I think right now the stamp set is on back order, so you can't order the whole suite. But they do have the option now where you can be emailed when or notified when things are back in stock. So I hear it's working out really great. I've heard from other demonstrators that they've used that option and it works perfect. So try it out. If there's something that you see that says unavailable, try it out. Try the notification system. But we have this charming shimmer dots, faceted dots, the Floral Charm Designer Series paper, the stamp set, and this is what is in the stamp set. Some flowers and then some nice sentiments. And then we do have the braided trim ribbon, which I'll show you in a second. And then you can also just buy the bundle and then the dies. So like I said, I think the stamp set is on back order right now. So I have lots to show you. So in my head, I had this all figured out and now I've lost it. So let's start. Here I have the gems. They're really, really pretty. I love the colors. It's like Berry Burst and Night of Navy and Petal Pink. Really pretty colors. As you can see, I've been using them. By the way, if you really like this paper and you like what I present today, I'm not making this card, but I do have other cards in mind for the August craft along. So we are using this paper. So this is the braided trim. It's pretty thick, so it's not something that you could like make a bow with. But as you can see, you can unravel it and you could almost use it like the linen thread. And if you're interested in this, you're gonna wanna get the Craft Along kit for August. So that's what I was playing with here. So, but that I'm gonna show you how to use it another way tonight. And then I had my team meeting the other night, and we had a couple people do some swap cards. We always swap cards. So this one is from Amber White. Yeah, Amber White. She used the stamp set and a couple dies and embossing folders from other sets. But here she used that braided trim and just flat, like part of, you know, kind of almost like using it like another piece of paper, but it's not. So no bow, no knot or anything, just laid on there. This one is from Heather Brecken. Very simple. Use the stamp set as part of the background, and then just a simple flower and thanks on there. And then the other Dana in our group, Dana Miller, she did our make and take, and this is the one that she did. So it really showcases the designer series paper, and then just a very simple thanks on this fun card. Alright, so there's that. Let me show you the paper. This paper is beautiful. I know I showed it to you a few weeks ago when I got everything. But I just wanted to show it to you again because it is really, really pretty. So one side is floral, and then the other side is kind of just the flat color. It has pretty peacock, berry burst. This one is the timid tiger. We have mossy meadow. This one is the night of navy. And then this one, I believe, oh, it's blackberry bliss. So really beautiful, beautiful paper. I just love this paper. So I'm going to use this one tonight. And then I'm also, I wanted to show you, when I get started working on my cards, I get out the paper I know I want to use, but then what I do is I get out all the colors that were listed in the back of the paper. So here I just got out all the colors, and then I grab myself the sheets of cardstock, and then that kind of helps me start creating. So that's what I do to get myself going. And tonight we're also going to use this Encircled with Love stamp set. It is in the annual catalog. It is on page 36. It's featured here. There is a circle punch, the 1 7/8 inch circle punch that they brought out to go with this. I did not get the 1 7/8. I have a 2 inch. So the punches I'm using tonight are the 2 3/8. I'm using the 2 inch and then the 1 3/4. And all of these are on the online exclusives, all those punches. They bring them out, and then they discontinue them, and then they bring them back. So you cannot live without circle punches. So I never got rid of mine. I kept them, which is a good thing. So, all right, so let's get started. So this particular sheet, I got out the Mossy Meadow and the Timid Tiger. I'm just gonna cut my card base. I'm gonna use the Mossy Meadow as a card base. I'm just doing a real simple cut here. I'm just using half a sheet of cardstock. So it's 5.5 by 8.5, and then I'm just gonna score it at 4 1/4. So I'm sorry it's off to the side, off the camera, but you get the idea here. So I'm just gonna use my bone folder just to give it a good crease, okay? And then I am going to cut my Timid Tiger. I'm going to cut it at 5.5, so it's like you're cutting half a sheet of paper again. And then I'm going to cut it at 3.5, so 5.5 by 3.5. And this will make the front layer on your card. Okay, I'm not going to tape it down yet. I'm just getting all my pieces together. So I'm going to get my piece of white cardstock and I'm going to make an inside piece at 4 by 5.25. So that's 4 inches by 5.25, and that will go on the inside of my cardstock. Okay. And then I'm going to cut my Designer Series paper. I'm going to bring this the cutter over to show you what I'm going to do on this one. So I'm going to cut it at 3 inches. And you want the print up and down. It's even better if you have a print that can go upside down, or it doesn't matter which direction it goes in, but we're going to use this one anyway because I really like this one. So you want yours at 3 by 12, and then you're going to score at 5.5 and at 10. I'm going to turn it this way, so I'm going to do 5.5 and then at 10. Okay. All right. Set that aside. All right. So let's put this together real quick, and then we'll do some stamping. Okay. I'm just going to get out my Tombow glue. I have really been liking using the Tombow glue because it gives you the flexibility to kind of reposition your stuff. It gives you like a couple extra seconds to kind of move it around a little bit so that you've got it in the right place. If you use, I mean, I still use my Stamp and Seal. I use it for certain things, but I really am liking the Tombow glue. We do sell it. I go through quite a bit, especially when I'm doing like mass production of cards. Then the Tombow works really good. Alright, so now I'm going to take my Designer Series paper, and I have this first score at 5.5, and then I have this second one at 10, and you're going to flip that up. So this one here is going to go on the front of your card. So I'm just going to turn this over, and here's where that flexibility to move your paper comes in really handy. Because I did score it at 5.5, you'll find that when you're trying to get this paper to fold over on the inside of the card, the 5.5 is a little tight. So I'm going to fold this over. Okay, and now we're on the inside. So we're just going to give that a good crease. So here's the front, and then you're folding it over to the back. So now you're on the inside of the card. So you just want to glue down this flap here. Okay. And see how the direction of the DSP has changed on the inside of the card. So that's why it's good to have either something that doesn't have too much direction. It's not too bad with these flowers. It could be better, but it's okay. So now here's your little flap. So you want, this is where you're gonna put like a gift card. So you just want a little bit of glue, or you could use some tear and tape. You just want the very edge on the sides here. You don't want to glue this part here. You're making a pocket is what you're doing. So there is your little pocket for your gift card, or you could put money in there. So very, very simple, and it's a great way to use up some of that designer series paper. So you can get 4 out of a sheet of designer series paper. So this would be great if you, I know a lot of people give gift cards nowadays, or even just money. This would be great at Christmas to do Christmas cards like this and just stick some money in there, or a gift card. Super simple. You can use up that designer series paper. Alright, so I'm going to do my stamping. I'm going to use the Encircled with Love. I'm going to use the Happy Birthday Wishes, and then this one here that says A Little Something for You. So let me get those out. Set that aside. I need my blocks. So I notice there is a little bit of glare here, and I think a little glare over here. I hope it's not too bad on your end. I'm going to have to play with that maybe this week, and hopefully we can get rid of some of that glare. Alright, so I'm just going to grab some white cardstock, and I am going to grab my Mossy Meadow and some Timid Tiger, and I am going to stamp the Happy Birthday Wishes in Mossy Meadow. And I just inked this up the other day, so hopefully, yes, it looks good. Alright, so I'm going to do the birthday in Mossy Meadow. And then I'm going to do the other stamp. I'm going to do in Timid Tiger. Great. Okay. And then I am going to get, I think I'm going to do some Timid Tiger. So we are going to use the 2-inch punch to punch out the Happy Birthday Wishes. Okay. So we're using 3 different circle punches, and all 3 of these punches are available. And I'm going to use the smaller 1 3/4 inch punch on this stamp here. A Little Something for You. Okay. And then I'm going to use the really big one, the 2 3/8. I'm going to just punch out a piece of this Timid Tiger. Okay. Alright, and now of course I need some dimensionals. And we're going to put a few dimensionals on the back of the Happy Birthday. And we're going to layer that onto the Timid Tiger. And then A Little Something for You. We're going to put this on the inside of the card. We're going to put it on the little pocket. We're just going to put it right here, right in the middle of the pocket. Okay, and then on the front, we are going to use some of this braided trim ribbon. Let me show you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to cut a piece. I'm going to kind of just measure. It's going from side to side here. Okay. And then the ends, I'm just going to kind of unravel the ends a little bit. Just a little ways down. Kind of get them untangled from each other, fluffed out a little bit. You're going to do it on both sides. Alright, just like that. That's enough, should be enough. Okay, now here is where I'm going to use some of my Stampin' Seal. I'm just going to put a line right in the middle. I just got this one going today, so it's a little hard to come out. So there we go. This is how I use my Stampin' Seal on this one. And so I'm just going to lay that ribbon right on that Stampin' Seal. Okay. And then my little circle, I'm just going to flip it over, and I want to make sure to put my dimensionals kind of at the top and at the bottom, because we want to create that little voided space to put over the ribbon. And we're going to put that right over the ribbon. So now the ribbon kind of hangs out on the side, kind of a little frayed. And then we're going to take our little embellishments, and we are going to add some bling. Okay. Just a little bit here and there. And that is it for the card. Very simple, simple card. And then you have a place on the inside to put money or a gift card. Here is a couple more that I have done. This one I used the Night of Navy, and this really pretty pattern. And then here I used the Berry Burst and the Pretty Peacock on the inside there. And then I also, when I was trying to figure everything out, I was using some of that birthday paper, that birthday celebration paper that has all those die cuts in it. So this is kind of my sample that I'll keep for myself. So the next time I want to make it, I'll have like a sample so I remember how to make it. I'll put like little instructions in here how I cut my designer series paper and score it. So, but super easy card, right? Yeah, it is a little different, Mom. It's pretty easy, actually. I really like it. So, all right. So that is what I have for you tonight. If you really liked using this paper and the colors and the ribbon and the stamp set, my August craft along will be using all of these items. We are not making this particular card. I have 3 other cards in mind using my favorite templates, my go-to templates for card making. So if you would like that, packet, I will have it available probably in a couple of weeks. So I just finished designing last night, so not quite ready to go yet, but we'll get there. So, all right, everyone, you have a really great night. Have a great weekend, and I will see you back here next Thursday night. Good night, everyone.